when you hear this news that this plane could be about to be found, do you feel a relief at getting an answer or not?
Well, at midnight last night when I was watching the Australian spokesperson talk about this and the evidence that they'd found, I was actually really hopeful. As the day's gone on, it's been a little less so, especially to hear the commander say they're even losing a little bit of hope. However, I'm trying to stay optimistic and at least keep a positive thought in my head about it.
And I mean, when they say that these signals are the most promising leads they've had, obviously, you know, as you said, they're a little less optimistic. They can hear them again, but perhaps they would be able to find the plane if it's there. I mean, do you think that this really is the plane?
Right now, it's the best hope we have. I don't know if it's the airplane or not. There's so many variables that we just don't have an answer to, and that is part of the frustration that I think all the families are feeling, not just me, not just Sarah, not just us, but all the families involved. We have such a frustration about it because the evidence, the leads, they're so sporadic. They just aren't hitting the way we would expect it to hit, especially given all the technology. I don't want to denigrate anyone out there searching because they're the ones that are working hard for us on our behalf. But it's frustrating because we don't really know much beyond just a signal.
And, you know, you mentioned Sarah, of course, you know, Philip's partner. I spoke to her on Friday, and, you know, she was, you know, she said she's had some really dark moments, but at that time she was feeling a little bit more optimistic. I mean, she believed that plane was intact. I mean, do you think it's possible the plane is intact, whether it's here below the ocean surface or somewhere else?
I think there is a lot of evidence that says it could have, you know, it could be intact. Where, who knows? I don't like to think too hard on it right now because it hurts to think about it. But the idea that it might have landed, even if it was landing in the ocean intact, leaves a lot of questions. Like the beacon. No beacons ever sounded that are supposed to sound when they hit the water. Why did that not happen? There's an island chain called the Cocos Keeling Islands that are up supposedly in the flight path that they're saying, and there's a 5,000-foot runway there that we don't have any evidence right now that they saw anything on radar. That leaves me with suspicion and wonder. There's too many things that just don't add up. I'm not saying that I think it disappeared into the wild blue yonder like that to some other part of land. I don't know. I wish I did know. Yeah. But it's hard to hold on to the hope one way or the other.
I know. I mean, it's impossible for me to imagine from where I'm sitting, but I can only think that, right, it's painful for you to hope one way or the other. Last week, right before Philip, a week before he boarded this flight, I know he was in Texas. He was with you. I mean, what do you want people to know about your brother? I mean, he had two, you know, just finishing college and just out of college, amazing kids, and I know he's very close to you and your other brother and your sister Paige.
Yeah. What can I say? You don't expect, you know, when we go through life, we don't expect the moment, the very last time you're going to see someone, you know, you don't think that's going to be it. I haven't gotten to see him a lot the last few years, so every time I've seen him, it's been precious. And we made an extra effort just to go down and see him that weekend. We were celebrating my dad's birthday, and I'm so glad we went because we had an ice storm that kind of sent us home early. But I'm glad we got to see him for that last time, and I hope it's not the last time.